Good morning. This is TJ with Sing the Word, and this morning we're going to restart with episode 1, Singing with Grace in Your Hearts. Let the word of Christ dwell in you richly, in all wisdom teaching. Good morning. This is TJ. Let the word of Christ dwell in you richly. Restart with episode. Forgot to mute there. Let's try it again. Let the word of Christ dwell in you richly, in all wisdom teaching. Let the word of Christ dwell in you richly, in all wisdom teaching. Admonishing one another with psalms and hymns and spiritual songs. Admonishing one another with psalms and hymns and spiritual songs. Let the word of Christ dwell in you richly, in all wisdom teaching. Let the word of Christ dwell in you richly, in all wisdom teaching. Admonishing one another in psalms and hymns and spiritual songs. Admonishing one another with psalms and hymns and spiritual songs. Singing with grace in your hearts. Singing with grace in your hearts. Singing with grace in your hearts to the Lord. Singing with grace in your hearts. Singing with grace in your hearts. Singing with grace in your hearts to the Lord. Good morning, and this is TJ once again, and we are singing with grace in our hearts. And this morning is hopefully the end of all this crazy technology stuff and getting down to what we should be doing, which is singing the word, loving the word, letting it enrich us and grow us. And I just thank you for being loyal fans, and I look forward to hanging out with you guys for another few minutes. Let the word of Christ dwell in you richly. Where's the word of Christ? How do you find the word of Christ? You find it in the Bible. You find it by praying to the Lord. You find it by praying in the Holy Spirit and having Him reveal the word that He wants to bring you. And word is kind of cool. It's more like logos, and logos means much more than just a word. If you think of like a Nike logo or some other kind of logo, when you see that, it says a lot of things when you look at it. It says running, it says volleyball, it says golf, it says all the things that has to do with Nike. And the word of Christ, the logos of Christ, let that dwell in you richly. Everything that Jesus stands for, everything that Jesus wants to bring to your life, in all wisdom. Now stop there, because the next word, teaching, kind of pops in for the next sentence. So make sure that you have the word of Christ correct. You don't want it to be incorrect. Let the word of Christ dwell in you richly in all wisdom. Okay, that's one thought. Now, teaching and admonishing. So my song kind of mixes it up a little bit, but the idea is you want to teach, you want to admonish, you want to encourage, and sorry about that. And sometimes you have to get a little hard. You know, you have to get down on yourself. Admonishing isn't always, oh, I want to make you this happy person. I want you to li- live the life of Christ and not, just take it lightly. Live the life of Christ seriously. Take it seriously. Take this as an admonition. Let's get it together. Let's get our acts together and let's really seek Christ. Admonishing one another in psalms and hymns and spiritual songs. Notice Paul says three things here: psalms, and of course we know that that's the book of Psalms. Hymns are these songs that will allow us to like anthems, things that like when I survey the wondrous cross. That's one of my favorite hymns. And spiritual songs. And the jury might be out on this, but I think spiritual songs are those songs that come from your heart, that are spirit led, spirit fed songs, things that maybe like a new song, which Psalms talks about, where you just launch out on a new song and it comes. And I feel that a lot because writing all these songs that I've written, they're new. I mean, these are things that nobody else has ever heard, so it's kind of cool. And the last part, singing with grace in your hearts to the Lord. This is the beauty of Sing the Word. We're singing with grace in our hearts to the Lord. Grace, grace, that just unmerited favor, that the thing that God gives us that really has so many definitions and yet can't be defined. The forgiveness of sins, the ability for us to grow, the ability for us to learn about Him. And let's do that this week. Sing with grace in your hearts to the Lord. I always end my podcast with that. And today it's like kind of neat because that's the song. So I just pray that all of you would have a fantastic day. Be led by the Holy Spirit. And God bless you guys. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.